He's the COO of Everstake, and his role distills down to business planning and customer relations. He has vast experience in product and project management and helps to execute long-term and short-term plans and directives by implementing vision, management, and leadership. He also has a master's degree in physics.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me
Bo,
well?
I didn't want to butcher your surname, so yeah.
No problem.
Good to have you, man.
So let me share my screen, and I think we can start. Boom, boom, boom.
All good. All right.
All good. Nice.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. Thank you. So, hi everyone. My name is Bogdan. It's Ukrainian, but you can call me Bo. It's okay. Just very fast step up before my speech. I think next time we have to create like a panel with me and Bert and maybe some other validators. Just discuss why you cannot stake at home and why you cannot be like solo validator. But it's next time. So today I want to speak about retail staking. So thank you everyone for joining. My name is Bogdan. I'm COO at Everstake. Everstake is a staking service platform that helps institutional investors and regular token holders to profit off their crypto assets. So I have vast experience in product and project management, and I'm in charge of managing and coordinating teams within the spectrum of Everstake, all activities, and helps execute long-term and short-term plans and everything like that happening in Everstake in general. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to speaking about staking. So today we deep dive into retail staking, how everything working on, how Everstake become one of the biggest retail validator right now, and how everything work in general in staking space right now. So Everstake supports all major proof of stake and delegated proof of stake blockchains, providing to customers a trustless, non-custodial, secure, and efficient solution to capitalize on their idle capital. So right now, we're working on with 47 blockchains in a mainnet and closer to 25 blockchain in testnet. If we like adding all clients in one box, it will be closer to $6 billion worth in dollar total digital assets staked, and closer to 465,000 clients. It's like guys who stakes with us. So why do people choose staking? Everybody knows that traditional finance system is broken right now in some general way, and purchasing power of the US dollar decreasing like by year. So right now banks offering APR like for your deposit money, offering APR like 1 or 2%. Unfortunately or fortunately, if we compare this with the like traditional finance system with suppose or depots, we understand that for now staking cannot fix everything, but users can stake their assets and receive up to 20% right now. So right on the screen is 11, it's like in general. So speaking about retail market and client, we have to describe a client's profile. In most cases, this is a man from 26 to 35 years old, living in US or Europe, interested in investments, don't want to deal with any exchanges, can accept their own risk, and always did his own research. Speaking about Everstake, right now we are 60% in retail and 40% in institutional and other clients like exchanges, wallets, and etc. So main sources of information. So where do people find information about staking? It was a disaster 2 or 3 or 4 years ago because there was no information at all and no one understood how everything working on. But at the moment, everything is much simpler in additional to standard forums like a Bitcoin talk or something like that. You can use a lot of relevant resources. So the best way and the easiest way is the staking rewards website and similar website, but you also can use this like blogs from exchanges, wallets, or validators. They always pay attention to all this stuff. So right now, stakers are earning in average from 8 to 9% APR, like during the year. Problems. There are two issues that I want to discuss speaking about retail staking. First of one, you need to constantly teach people, educate them, create a lot of guides, material, videos, and you have to explain how ecosystem works in general. From the first problem follows another one, like second one problem. People don't know how staking works, unfortunately. So instead of stake their funds, they send funds to us, as for example, as validator. You even can't imagine how many people just send money to us instead of stake it. And it's like a disaster sometimes. So the main feature of retail is a wide variety of services that you can purchase in one place. As for example, if you choose Everstake, you can choose different blockchains, closer to 50 blockchains right now. And people often, like speaking about general retail, people often buy more products at one outlet and then more than they plan it, just because of some sales promotion techniques. For stakers, retail is attractive due to the fact that with one validator, you can stake almost all assets. So you just make one choice, you just choose one validator, and that's all. And you don't want to do like anything at all. We can assume that in the most cases, people will stake all their assets only with one validator, but it's not the case, not our case, unfortunately. Let's check our small research that we do in our own way. So we constantly try to gather as much information as we can from our users to understand how they interact with us or interact with other validators as well. When we have to understand their behavior. We use all public methods like social medias, like some deep dive surveys, asking just audience that use our wallets, explorers, other projects that we already developed. And on the other hand, we created some various parsers and indexers which can grab information from the blockchain. So the following few slides will be just with the statistics to understand how retail is working on right now. So what were the criteria for validators to stake with? Rewards, reputation, performance, or uptime, and number of chains. In most cases, it's reputation and a performance. So sometimes users choose the rewards as well, but they don't look at the number of chains. Some 10%, but it's not like the main point. This means that everyone cares about huge number, that everyone doesn't care about huge number of chains, but care more about reputation and performance. When last time we changed the validator? Like day ago, 6%, months ago, 36%, year ago, 58%. As for example, this question we asked maybe like in a few times during the quarter, during the year, and in general, the numbers are the same. So who controls my staked assets? I just add this just because explain you that unfortunately, guys don't understand how staking works, and in some cases, like in this question, like 12% think that validator can control your assets. Fortunately, yes, they cannot, and only you can manage your staked assets. Did you compare providers before staking? Yep, 95%. Cool. No, 8%. It's really bad. Do your own research. So, guys, if you want to stake is one validator or two or three, or just want to put all eggs in one basket, do your own research. Check reputation, check brand, check security, fee, like any payment methods. It depends on, of course, custody providers, but in most cases, it could be with non-custody as well. And always check the support. If support can help you, if it works like 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, and etc. etc. I think this is all. Thank you for your attention, and I'm ready to for your questions, and I can answer to any questions you might have. Oh, there's a problem with the mic.
Awesome for that. Thank you so much, Bo, for presenting. Going to start you off on a question here. So you mentioned that you had over 40 mainnet assets and over 20 testnet assets that you guys are currently working with?
Yeah.
How big is the team to be able to facilitate that much work?
So like, yes, 47 right now in a mainnet and closer to 25 in a testnet. Like half of the year ago, we decided to put all testnet in one place. It's like a R&D department. So these guys working on only with the new blockchains and testnet, and then they just move to the Everstake, like in whole company. So right now it's 68 people. It's together with developers and DevOps team and those managers. But right now we have more than 15 positions. Like we're looking for more people. So guys, if you want to join our team, please.
That's great. Big team and growing. Really exciting. And like, how do you see that journey from like going into crypto and then turning into be like an actual staker and staking, or like delegating at least non-custodially? Like, do you have any insights? Like, is there any like kind of inflection point for a user? Like, at which point does he feel comfortable to stake, in a sense? And is there any like events or anything that can happen, or like that we could foster in general, anyone could foster to make people more comfortable to stake retail? Yeah, how long does it take for like the average staker basically to become one?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I don't know why I forgot to add this slide to my presentation. So in general, it takes from like 3 months to a half of the year for just regular user to understand what in general blockchain and how staking works. Because first time when something appear in their mind, they just don't want, they scared to stake just because they don't understand how everything works. And if something bad happened in the beginning, just for example, they don't stake, they just share rewards share money with someone, or just use some custody platform, or like get in trouble with some scammers, it will be disaster for them, because they started shielding as much information they can that everyone sees a scam, Everstake is a scam, blah 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 blah. So, and it means that this time increasing up more than like half of the year. But if this person, like new person that don't know how staking works, come as for example to Everstake or to any other validator and check website and then check blog and then check some articles about staking, it will be faster for up to a few weeks, because they already check everything. They saw some like explanation how everything works, some feedbacks from other guys, and they're ready to, even if they don't have some money, they assets, digital assets, they can bought something and ready to stake. So it depends on first this onboarding period, and unfortunately sometimes we cannot help.
Yeah. And like how much, like, do you have any numbers on like how much percentages, I don't know, for a specific network or in general, is like being staked by retail? I mean, it's probably different like in each chain. I know like Cardano, they have a higher retail participation for staking, and then others that are more like institutionally driven for staking and so on. Like what is your feeling there in terms of like how much percentage is being staked by retail and how much percentage by institutions or exchanges as well?
Yeah, it's really hard to calculate, because as you mentioned before, it depends on blockchain. Cardano is the biggest one right now. The best way to calculate is just check how everything working on with this blockchain a few years ago, before like private sales or during the private sales or public sales, and etc. Who invest and who receive like a huge bucket with the tokens. and then we can like compare with different blockchain, and then we can like said that, as for example, is Cardano is 65% of total addresses is a retail market, as for example. But just pick someone and set exactly numbers is really hard right now. Just want to add a few points that the same situation with the Cardano looks like with the Cosmos, with the Solana, with the Tezos a little bit. Just because there are a lot of like small retail users, and we even can check this with our own statistics. Just when we check guys from like guys who stake with us, the biggest number from a Cardano, from a Tezos, from a Cosmos, like the smallest number sometimes from Asia blockchains like EOS, like Icon. I don't know why, but it happens. Yeah, but Cardano, Cosmos, Tezos right now, and Solana have the biggest retail base.
And Bo, just a quick question on educational materials. Like, what are you guys producing at Everstake to break down this barrier for the mainstream to participate in retail staking?
Yeah, just for understand better, you said why or when?
Like, what kind of educational materials are you guys producing?
Okay. So we started from a very easy point, like just simple articles and videos. Then we understand that it's a disaster because it's more than 400 articles right now, and you cannot find something that you want in our blog because it's like a lot of. Then we decided to put everything like our staking learning system in just like blog with the filters. So, but in most cases, it's just very easy step-by-step guides and articles just for general users to understand how everything working on. Now we're working on something like we call it internally learning management system. It will be like a course for blockchain, like in blockchain, that you just join, you just read a few articles, then you have to pass the test and receive a certificate. We plan to start with the Tezos, Cosmos, with Cardano as well, and then add constantly new and new blockchains. But in general, if we try to do it as easy as we can, as simply, it will be the best way. So even the easy article, like some middle read, works better than some 15 minutes video with a very smart guy explaining how everything working out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today, and thank you for all the valuable insights you've provided. And the website to go to visit for all the addresses for delegators to point to?
Yeah, the best one is everstake.one. So guys, if you have any questions, please join our website or join our Telegram chat. Our support will help you, and we could help with any questions you may have. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you both. Take care.
Thanks,